welcome to Masters Academy. Subscribe, like and share our channel. In this video, I am going to explain NEET questions from previous 5-year NEET papers. The concept covered are electrostatics and current electricity. So prepared by myself, Santosh Kumar PK, MSc in Physics and Electronics. So first question, the electric field in a certain region is acting radially outward and is given by E is equal to A into R. A charge contained in a sphere of radius A centered at the origin of the field will be given by, this is from NEET 2015. 4 options are given. So let us solve this one. So the flux linked with the sphere is given by E into ds. Since it is a sphere, the electric field is radial and it is always perpendicular to the surface. Therefore, the electric flux is given by electric field E is A into R into ds, area is 4 pi r square. So the radius is given as A. So A into 4 pi r square. Therefore, it is A into 4 pi a cube. Now, according to Gauss law, electric flux is charge enclosed by the epsilon naught. Therefore, charge enclosed is equal to phi into epsilon naught. Therefore, on solving this, phi is A into 4 pi a cube into epsilon naught. You will get the answer second one. Therefore, answer is second one. Next question. Across a metallic conductor of non-uniform cross section, a constant potential difference is applied. The quantity which remains constant along the conductor is, it is also from NEET 2015. So now let us consider a non-uniform conductor as shown here. Here the conductor is divided such that all the parts are in the series combination. And we know that in series combination always current remains constant. Therefore, the answer is first one, current. Next problem. A potentiometer wire has length 4 meter and resistance 8 ohm. The resistance that must be connected in series with the wire and an accumulator of EMF 2 volt so as to get a potential gradient 1 millivolt per centimeter on the wire is. Again, it is from NEET 2015. So solution, the potential gradient is given as 1 millivolt per centimeter. On solving this, we will get the value of potential gradient as 0.1 volt per meter. Now, let the resistance to be connected is R. Then according to the formula of current, we know that I is equal to E divided by R plus R. Here EMF is 2 volt. So 2 divided by 8 plus R. The potential drop is nothing but V is equal to I into R. I is 2 divided by 8 plus R into R is 8. Therefore, it becomes 2 by 8 plus R into 8, which is 16 divided by 8 plus R. Therefore, the potential gradient is 16 divided by 8 plus R. The total length of the potentiometer wire is 4 meter. Therefore, potential gradient is 16 by 8 plus R into 1 by 4 volt per meter, which is 4 by 8 plus R. But we know that the potential gradient is 0.1 volt per meter. On substituting, so 4 by 8 plus R is equal to 0.1. You will get the value of R is 32 ohm. Therefore, the right answer is option 4th one. Next question. It is also from NEET 2015. A parallel plate air capacitor of capacitance C is connected to a cell of EMF V and then disconnected from it. A dielectric slab of dielectric constant K, which can just fill the air gap of the capacitor, is now inserted in it. Which of the following is incorrect? So you have to find which of the statement is incorrect. So 4 options are given. So energy stored in the capacitor decreases K times. The change in energy stored is of CV square into 1 by K minus 1. Third one, the charge on the capacitor is not conserved. Fourth one, the potential difference between the plates decreases K times. So let us solve this one. We know that once the capacitor is charged, its charge will be constant because Q is equal to C into V. When dielectric slab is inserted, the new capacitance will be equal to K into C. So energy of the capacitor is E is equal to Q square by 2C, which implies the new energy whenever a slab is inserted, new energy is 1 by K into E initial because the new capacitance becomes CK into C. The potential is V is equal to Q by C. New potential is 1 by K into V because again C becomes K into C. Therefore, The answer is third one. The energy stored in the capacitor decreases k times. Here it is. The change in energy stored is of CV square into 1 by k minus 1, because E nu minus E is 1 by k minus 1 into q square by 2c or CV square, and potential difference between the plates again decreases k times. Therefore, third one, the charge on the capacitor is not conserved, because here once the capacitor is charged, the charge will be constant, therefore it is conserved. Option is third one. Next question. It is from NEET 2015. A, B and C are voltmeters of resistance R, 1.5 R and 3 R respectively, as shown in the figure. When some potential difference is applied between X and Y, the voltmeter readings are VA, VB and VC respectively. Then 4 options are given. VA is not equal to VB is equal to VC. VA is equal to VB, which is not equal to VC. VA is not equal to VB, not equal to VC, and VA is equal to VB is equal to VC. So, solution. The effective resistance between B and C. Here B and C are in parallel. Therefore, effective resistance is B into C by B plus C, which is 1.5 into 3 by 1.5 plus 3, which is equal to R. Now, in series combination, we know that voltage is directly dependent on resistance. Therefore, the voltage across A is equal to the total voltage across B and C. Since B and C are in parallel, VB will be equal to VC. Therefore, VA is equal to VB is equal to VC. So, answer is fourth one. Option fourth one. Next problem. It is from NEET 2016, phase 1. A potentiometer wire is 100 centimeter long and a constant potential difference is maintained across it. Two cells are connected in series, first to support one another and then in opposite direction. The balance points are obtained at 50 centimeter and 10 centimeter from the positive end of the wire. In the two cases, the ratio of the EMFs is. 4 options are given. So, solution. We know that in potentiometer, the first case, the two cells are connected in series. Therefore, the total EMF is E1 plus E2. Here, the first balancing point is 50. Next one, the cells are connected in opposite direction. The balancing length is 10 centimeter. Therefore, E1 plus E2 by E1 minus E2 is equal to 50 by 10. On solving, we will get E1 plus E2, 50 by 10 is 5. E1 plus E2 is equal to 5 into E1 minus E2, or 6 E2 is equal to 4 E1. Therefore, E1 by E2 is equal to 3 by 2. The option is fourth one, 3 is to 2. Next question. Again, it is from NEET 2016 phase 1. A capacitor of 2 microfarad is charged as shown in the diagram. When the switch S is turned to position 2, the percentage of its stored energy dissipated is. Here in this figure, you are having the two positions 1 and 2. The switch is S. Initially, the switch is connected to first position. Second case, it is when it is connected to second, it is also connected to the second capacitor, 8 microfarad. Now, on solving this one, we know that the initial energy stored in this capacitor is only first capacitor 2 microfarad, that is U is equal to half into CV square. C is 2, so we will get 2 and 2 cancelled, we will get V square. In the second case, whenever the switch is turned to second position, what happens? It is in parallel combination. So total capacitance is 2 plus 8, 10. Therefore, the final voltage is Vf is equal to C1 into V1 by total capacitance, that is 2 into V by 10, which is nothing but 0.2 volt, and final energy is U is equal to half into total capacitance C1 plus C2 into Vf square, half into 10 into 2V by 10 whole square. So on solving, you will get 0.2 into V square. Therefore, the energy loss is nothing but initial energy minus final energy divided by initial energy. V square is common. So 1 minus 0.2, you will get 0.8. 0.8 into 100 is 80%. Therefore, option is fourth one, 80%. Next problem, eighth one. It is from NEET 2016 phase 2. An electric dipole is placed at an angle of 30 degree with an electric field intensity 2 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per Coulomb. It experiences a torque equal to 4 Newton meter. The charge on the dipole, if the dipole length is 2 centimeter, is. So, we know that the torque experience is given by Pe sin theta. Here, P is Q into 2A. So, your total length is 2 centimeter, which is taken as 2A. So, torque is given as 4 Newton meter. Q into total length 2 centimeter 2 into 10 raised to minus 3. Electric field is 2 into 10 to the power of 5 and angle is 30 degrees sin 30. On solving this, you will get Q is equal to 2 millicoulomb. Therefore, option is fourth one, 2 millicoulomb. Next question. It is from NEET 2016 phase 2. The potential difference VA minus VB between the points A and B in the given figure is, here you are having two points A and B. Between that you are having two resistors in series and it is connected along with a battery of EMF 3 volt. So the potential at B is VB is equal to VA minus current IR, that is 2 into 2 minus 3 volt is the EMF minus the same current 2 into 1. So on solving this, you will get VA minus VB is equal to 9 volt. Therefore, potential difference is 9 volt. Option is second one. Next problem. A filament bulb 500 watt and 100 volt is to be used in a 230 volt main supply. When a resistance R is connected in series, it works perfectly and the bulb consumes 500 watt. The value of R is. So let us consider a bulb of 100 volt and 500 watt. It is connected in series with a resistance. It is connected to a 230 volt supply. Therefore, the current through the bulb is, we know that power P is equal to V into I, or I is equal to P by V. 500 by 100 is 5 ampere and R is equal to, V is equal to IR, R is equal to V by I. That is 130 divided. Option is first one, 26 ohm. Next question. A capacitor is charged by a battery. The battery is removed and another identical uncharged capacitor is connected in parallel. The total electrostatic energy of resulting system is, options, 4 options are given. So now the initial energy is U is equal to half CV square. The final energy is UF is equal to half into 2C into V by 2, because whenever the battery is removed and another identical uncharged capacitor is connected, the capacitance add up and the voltage reduces. Therefore, UF is equal to half 2C, 2 and 2 cancels, and V square by 2, which is nothing but half into UI. Therefore, final energy is 1 by 2 times the initial energy. Therefore, the option is first one, because the electrostatic energy decreases by a factor of 2. Next problem. The diagram below show regions of equipotential. That is, these 4 diagrams are nothing but the 4 equipotential regions. So a positive charge is moved from A to B in each diagram. In the options given, in all the 4 cases, the work done is the same. Second one, minimum work is required to move Q in figure A. Maximum work is required to move Q in figure B. And maximum work is required to move Q in figure C. Now here, we know that the work done is nothing but the product of charge into potential difference. So here in all the 4 cases, so if you consider the equipotential surfaces 10 volt, 20, 30, 40, here each surface is having the common potential difference 10 volt. Similarly here also same 10, 20, 30, 40. That means the potential difference is same. If the potential difference is same, then in all the 4 cases the work done is the same. Therefore option is first one. So next problem, it is from NEET 2017. The resistance of a wire is R ohm. If it is melted and stretched to n times its original length, its new resistance will be. So we know that R is equal to rho into L by A. So if you convert this area into volume, you will get rho into L square by volume. Therefore R is directly proportional to L square. Since the resistance wire is melted and stretched to n times its original length, then the new resistance will be equal to n square the initial resistance. So option is second one. So next problem. A potentiometer is an accurate and versatile device to make electrical measurements of EMF because the method involves. So the potentiometer means it is simple. We know that the potentiometer, the balancing length is obtained whenever the current through the galvanometer is 0. Therefore, a condition of no current flow through the galvanometer is the right answer. So in zero deflection condition, potentiometer draws no current. Therefore, the option is second one. It is from NEET 2017. Next problem. It is from NEET 2018. An electron falls from rest through a vertical distance h in a uniform and vertically upward directed electric field E. The direction of electrical field is now reversed. keeping its magnitude the same. A proton is allowed to fall from rest in through the same vertical distance h. The time fall of the electron in comparison to the time fall of the proton is. So here you are given with an electron. So initially it is at rest. Therefore let us consider what is the distance traveled by the electron. So the distance formula is from first PUC. We know that S is equal to ut plus half at square. Initially it is at rest means initial velocity is 0. So u is 0. Therefore let us consider the distance s is equal to the height h. So h is equal to 0 plus half into a. We know that the relation between acceleration and electric field with respect to charge and mass is QE by m into t square. So on substituting and calculating, we will get T is equal to square root of 2hm by QE. That is nothing but T. The time is directly proportional to square root of its mass. And we know that the electron is having a smaller mass, or the mass of the proton is heavier than the electron, and electron will take less time. Therefore the time fall of the electron is smaller than the proton. So option is first one. Next problem. The electrostatic force between the metal plates of an isolated parallel plate capacitor C having a charge Q and area A is. It is from NEET 2018. So we know that force is equal to Q into E, and here it is a charged plate. Therefore electric field is nothing but given by sigma by 2 epsilon naught, and sigma is charge by area. So Q square by 2A into epsilon naught. Therefore the force is dependent on charge, area and epsilon naught. It is independent of the distance between the plates. Therefore option is first one, independent of the distance between the plates. Next problem. It is from NEET 2018. A set of n equal resistors of value R each are connected in series to a battery of EMF E and internal resistance R. The current drawn is I. Now the n resistors are connected in parallel to the same battery. Then the current drawn from the battery becomes 10 into I. The value of n is. 4 options are given. So here you are connected n equal resistors, first in series and next in parallel. So for series combination, current is given by E divided by NR plus R, and for parallel combination it is 10I is equal to E divided by R plus R by N plus R, that is NE divided by R plus NR. On calculating, you will get from equations 1 and 2, you will get N is equal to 10. Therefore the value of N is 10. Option is first one. Next problem, 18th one. It is from NEET 2018. A battery consists of a variable number n of identical cells, each having internal resistance R, which are connected in series. The terminals of the battery are short circuited and the current I is measured. Which of the graphs shows the correct relationship between I and n? Here I is the correct and n is the number of identical cells. We know that the current is given by I is equal to NE divided by NR, because here the cells are connected in series, each internal resistance R. Therefore I is equal to NE divided by NR. So n cancels, you will get E by R, which is a constant. Therefore I is a constant, current is a constant in spite of the number of n. Therefore the option is first one, the graph which is a straight line. Next problem. A carbon resistor 47 plus or minus 4.7 kilo ohm is to be marked with rings of different colors for its identification. The color code sequence will be, this is nothing but color code of resistors. It is from NEET 2018. So here 4.7 kilo ohm, kilo means 10 to the power of 3. Then what is this 4.7 means? We will know that 4.7 is nothing but 10% of 47. So it can be written as 47 into 10 to the power of 3 plus or minus 10%. So now on finding the color code for these values, we know that for 4 it is yellow, 7 it is violet, 10 to the power of 3 represents orange, and 10% represents silver. Therefore the color code is yellow, violet, orange and silver. So yellow, violet, orange, silver. So option is second one. Next problem. It is from NEET 2019. A hollow metal sphere of radius r is uniformly charged. The electric field due to the sphere at a distance r from the center. So 4 options are given. Increases as r increases for r less than r and for r greater than r. 0 as r increases for r less than r, decreases as r increases for r greater than capital R. 0 as r increases for small r less than capital R, increases as smaller increases for greater than capital R, decreases are as R increases for R less than capital R and for R greater than capital R. It is simple. So we know that a hollow metallic sphere of radius R is uniformly charged. Electric field due to the sphere at a distance R from the center. So we know that the electric field due to a spherical shell, whenever the point is inside and outside, let's first consider the point is inside, that is R is less than smaller. So when R is less than smaller, we know that the charges will be present outside, therefore electric field is 0 according to Gauss law. Next, for R greater than R, we know that when R is outside, so if you consider this is the radius, distance of the point is less than the R, then the electric field is 0, and if it is greater than, we know that the electric field due to a charge as the distance increases, it is inversely proportional to square of the distance. Therefore, R, first case the electric field is 0 and the second case it is 1 by R square. Therefore, option is second one. Next problem, it is from again NEET 2019. Two parallel infinite line charges with linear charge densities plus lambda coulomb per meter and minus lambda coulomb per meter are placed at a distance of 2r in free space. What is the electric field midway between the two line charges? Four options are given. So let us consider you are having plus lambda, this is the positively charged line and this is the negatively charged line. So it is plus lambda and minus lambda, it is the midway point. So at a distance r from plus lambda. So now the electric field due to the line charge 1 is given by lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught into r. Electric field due to the line charge 2 is also lambda divided by 2 pi epsilon naught into r. Therefore, the resultant electric field is E1 plus E2, which is lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught into r 2 times. So 2 by 2 cancels, you will get lambda by pi epsilon naught into r, which is nothing but equal to the option third one. Next problem, 2 point charges A and B having charges plus q and minus q respectively are placed at certain distance apart and force acting between them is F. If 25% charge of A is transferred to B, then force between the charges becomes. It is from NEET 2019. So let us consider the 2 points A and B. So now the force equation is given by K into Q square by R square, that is Q into Q by R square, because initially you are having plus Q and minus Q. Okay. So now 25% of the charge of A is transferred to B, then what happens? The charge from A decreases to 1 by 4th of the initial charge, that is 25% is 1 by 4. Q minus Q by 4 is 3Q by 4. So second point B, the charge increases by 1 by 4. Therefore minus Q plus Q by 4, which is minus 3Q by 4. Therefore the force becomes F is equal to K into QA into QB. The force becomes F is equal to K into QA into QB by R square. QA into QB is 3Q by 4 into 3Q by 4. 3 into 3 is 9. 4 into 4 is 16. Therefore, the option is 9 by 16 times the initial force. So, option is second one. Next problem. It is from NEET 2019 paper. A parallel plate capacitor of capacitance 20 microfarad is being charged by a voltage source whose potential is changing at the rate of 3 volt per second. The conduction current through the connecting wires and the displacement current through the plates of the capacitor would be respectively. So, the capacitance of the capacitor is 20 microfarad, 20 to 10 raised to minus 6. So, rate of change of potential is dV by dt is 3 volts. We know that Q is equal to CV. So, rate of change of charge is dQ by dt is equal to C into dV by dt. dQ by dt is nothing but the current. So, I is equal to C is 20 into 10 raised to minus 6 into 3, which is 60 into 10 raised to minus 6 ampere. That is 10 raised to minus 6 is microampere. It is the conduction current. And we know that the conduction current and displacement current in case of a capacitor is same. Therefore, it is also 60 microampere. So, option is second one, 60 microampere and 60 microampere. So, please subscribe our channel and enable bell button to get notification of further videos. Thank you.